Welcome, one and all, to another DDH presentation. This week, we'll be going over our 1v1 SPVP Guild Tournament, and I'll be your host, Blue Shadow. Our roster for the day's festivities include 10 registered Darkhand members, although additional players did join in. Starting off the battles, we have Sneaky Crumpet, a thief, versus Lavalist, a double dagger elementalist. Here you can see that while Sneaky is very sneaky and evasive, Lavalist just does not seem to take damage. And when he does, his constant regeneration keeps him topped off, whereas Sneaky is slowly losing his health pool. As the fight wears on, the regeneration of the double dagger elementalist shows through, and our victor for the first round is Lavalist. Our second fight is between Wrath, a ranger, and Cass, a mesmer. Cass stays mobile throughout the entire battle, darting back and forth, producing illusions, while Wrath's pet constantly trots in between illusions, not being helpful. The pet attempts to redeem itself by healing Wrath, leading to an exceptional down performance. However, in the end, the spike goes to Cass, and we have our victor for the second battle. Lavalist and Cass will advance to the next round, while Templar, Sneaky Crumpet, and Wrath will drop to the second tier. Our next battle is between Lavalist and Mendoza, a mesmer. Again, Lavalist comes out strong, darting back and forth, and showing an innate level of tankiness we do not normally expect from an elementalist. Meanwhile, Mendoza attempts to stay at range and allow her illusions and clones to beat him down. However, in the end, the innate regeneration and tankiness of the elementalist wins once again, and Lavalist advances once more. New fighters have entered the arena. In this battle, Muggin, a warrior, faces against Etherean, an elementalist. With an arsenal of knockdowns and stuns at his command, in addition to his innate tankiness and regeneration as an elementalist of the double dagger variety, Etherean makes what should be a very difficult fight seem all too easy. And once again, a double dagger elementalist advances to the next round. For our next battle, Blue Shadow, a thief, will face Obliviana, a ranger. Leading with Dagger Storm, Blue Shadow reflects all the projectiles launched by the ranger's bow and proceeds to hunt down the weakened fighter. Blue Shadow takes a victory in the tournament's briefest fight. Newcomer Zenalia, a necromancer, will fight a returning mesmer, Cass. Cass once again darts back and forth across the field, producing illusions, clones, and just in general avoiding damage, whilst dealing as much as possible to the necromancer. Zenalia falls after having multiple health pools depleted in a short duration, and Cass takes a second victory. As a double elimination tournament, we now switch gears and head to our second tier, where fighters are looking to get back in the tournament. Our first battle of this tier will be between Ranger Wrath and Mesmer Mendoza. Wrath's pet quickly displays that its AI programming needs serious work, as it dashes back and forth between illusions, ignoring the actual target. Meanwhile, Mendoza's clones and illusions continue to target Wrath, and in the end, a moomorph is the final insult. With this, Mendoza takes the match and advances to the next round. Necromancer Zenalia returns, fighting Resident Thief Sneaky Crumpet. Crumpet leads with an early Basilisk Venom, taking an early lead. Shadow stepping across the field, he puts Zenalia at a disorienting disadvantage. Fighting through life force and health, Sneaky Crumpet finally downs Zenalia, taking this round and advancing. With two battles behind us, we advance to the next two battles of the second tier. Leaping into action, Warrior Muggin attempts to close the distance between himself and Mesmer Mendoza. Quickly, though, he finds himself surrounded by clones, illusions, and one tantalizingly evasive Mendoza. Eventually, he is whittled down from afar, and though one valorous last stand gives him a brief gasp of hope, he cannot catch the evasive Mesmer. With this, Mendoza will advance to the next round. Ranger Obliviana will now face off against returning thief, Sneaky Crumpet. A quick entangle reveals Sneaky alongside two of his summoned thieves. However, a scorpion wire yanks Obliviana into melee range, where she is quickly surrounded. With superior numbers on his side, Sneaky Crumpet will take this victory, and with this we will return to Tier 1 battles. In one of the more anticipated matches of the night, Lavalist and Etherean will face off, attempting to grind each other down, despite high health and regeneration. Given the immovable force versus immovable force nature of this fight, it could drag on for some time. After 8 minutes of continuous fighting, both fighters have agreed to a ceasefire, and this match will be considered a draw. Due to the unprecedented nature of this occurrence, an additional rule will be added to their future fight. In this battle, both elementalists are forbidden from using the water stance. They may use only wind, earth, and fire. Thief Blue Shadow will now fight Mesmer Cass. An early Basilisk Venom seems to give the thief a quick lead. However, the Mesmer vanishes, only to reappear in multiple locations. Seen in person, the evasiveness of this Mesmer is truly a formidable threat. Surrounded and having lost the element of surprise, the outcome of this battle is a foregone conclusion, and Cass will advance to fight Etherean for a shot at the finals. Now in the second tier, Thief Blue Shadow faces off against Mesmer Mendoza, noticeably using Thieves Guild as an alternative to Basilisk Venom. Using a combination of Shadow Step and Stealth, the thief redirects fire from the clones and illusions to his summoned thieves. Lacking a significant portion of her DPS, Mesmer is driven to the ground, and Blue Shadow will take this round, advancing. In a repeat of our first match of the night, Sneaky Crumpet faces off against Lavalist for a shot at the finals. Sneaky initially does high damage, then summons Thieves Guild to protect his own health pool while maintaining Lavalist's low health. Lavalist, while maintaining his health, is put on the defensive and is unable to attack. After Thief Guild expires, however, he resumes the offense and pushes Sneaky Crumpet into a corner from which he cannot retreat. With this, Lavalist will advance to the next round. With the finals nearing, tensions are high as we move into the semifinals. In our first semifinal match of the night, we have Double Dagger Elementalist Aetherian facing off against Mesmer Cass. Both employ similar fighting styles of being tanky, damage over time fighters. However, while Aetherian's health is constantly regenerating as he casts spells, Cass has no such regeneration, and in the end, it's his lack of health that wins Aetherian the fight. With this, Aetherian has won himself the spot of advantaged fighter in the final match. In a winner-face-Cass fight for a shot at the finals, Thief Blue Shadow faces off against Double Dagger Elementalist Lavalist, employing markedly different tactics, using Pistol Dagger as opposed to his previous Dagger Pistol. While at first highly successful in lowering Lavalist's health, a string of hard crowd controls, followed by multiple crits, secures the Elementalist's victory in this fight. In the penultimate match of the tournament, Mesmer Cass faces off against Elementalist Lavalist. The winner here will receive the disadvantaged seat in the final match. Fighting toe-to-toe with Lavalist, Cass appears to be on equal grounds. However, Lavalist need only survive, as his regeneration constantly gives him the advantage the longer the fight goes on. Diving in, Lavalist secures his victory and his spot in the final match. After all these wars have been waged and fights fought, we are left with but a single battle to decide our victor. With no losses to his name, Aetherian faces off in our double elimination tournament finals against Lavalist, with only a single loss to his name. After that rather abrupt ending, we continue immediately into a continuation of the final match. One final reminder, both fighters are forbidden from using water stance in the interest of time. Tournament, with our defending champion East retaining his title. Additional Darkhand members were present at the tournament, though after the roster for the tournament had been officially posted. Sky, a Guardian, was eliminated soon by Wrath using a skillful placement of Entangle and kiting with a shortbow. Surprise fighter Breeze shocked everyone with his tanky, venomous take on the Thief. Here he fights Mendoza Mesmer, and succeeds, taking virtually no damage due to his innate tankiness. That's all for this tournament. Go to www.the-darkhand.com for more information on our guild. Feel free to fill out a recruitment request. We hope to see you soon.